everybody, thank you for joining us today. And today we are going to be doing a workshop on free Google tools for realtors. And I just want to first talk to you guys about our company a little bit. And we are a nationwide real estate brokerage, and it was founded in 2008 by James Allison Crumbaugh III. Now, his vision when he first started this was to create an internet and mobile technology that would fundamentally change the relationship between a broker and a realtor. Now, in 2007, James Allison Crumbaugh actually owned 6 credentials, and before the crash happened, he successfully sold all of them and created Allison James Estates and Homes. Now, when he started this, his goal was that he wanted to attract the top 2% of realtors in the country, and that's exactly what we're doing today. Now, this year in 2013, RealTrends did the top 500 power brokers, and Allison James Estates and Homes was actually ranked 101 for the transaction rankings and 103 for the sales rankings. We're currently in 15 states right now, with over 700 realtors. Now, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Alicia Aratari, and I am the marketing manager for a top producing team. Now, if you see below here, if you have any questions after the webinar, or if you'd like to talk to me at all, my information for Twitter, Facebook, and email is below, so I'll give you guys a second to write that down. Now, what I'd like to first talk to you guys today is going to be about Google Docs and the benefits that it can have for you in your real estate business. So first off, staying connected from anywhere in the world. Second, you can work better together and get things done faster by the help of streamlining your everyday tasks. Now, I know we all use Microsoft Word, we all use Excel, but as a real estate agent today with my team, there are things that Google Docs can do that Microsoft Word doesn't have. And because of that, I will never go back to Microsoft Word. And I kind of want to talk to you guys a little bit about that. Now, first and foremost is going to be the compatibility mode. There's just simply something that Google Docs users never have to worry about. And unlike Microsoft Word, which is installed on individual computers, Google Docs is web-based, and the updates are pushed out automatically, meaning that everyone is operating on the same system at all times. So anything that you're working on collaboratively is all synced to one document at the same time. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start off on the first step. And to have access to Google Docs, you will first need a Gmail account. So we're going to go in and do a live demo. So if you don't already have a Gmail account, you're going to have to go get one. And it's extremely simple. It's just like you registered for your Yahoo, your Outlook, whatever you may be using. It's just as simple. Now, once you register, you'll go up to the top and you'll go to your drive. Now your drive is going to be all your documents. So the first thing that I want to show you guys, and we'll start off with, if you go to create, you're going to see that there are a variety of different docs that you can use in Google Docs. For instance, there's the plain document, there's presentation, spreadsheet, form, and drawing. Now the first one that we're going to start off with today is going to be document. So if you click document and you open it up, it's going to pop up with a document. Now Google Docs is a fantastic tool, and it's actually the most proficient thing about the document in Google Docs is collaboration. Now collaboration is Google Docs' strongest suit by far, and I mean that. Collaborating with other users is extremely intuitive in Google Docs. So I'm going to show you in a little bit, but just to give you a little bit of a heads up, you can actually just simply select the share button at the top of the document. You enter an email address of desired collaborators and watch them join the document. So unlike Word, Google Docs allows users to make changes simultaneously. So it's without forcing users to actively save changes before showing them to other collaborators. Now, I can say myself, I know 100 times, and I'm sure you can too, we have all sent out attachments of documents or spreadsheets, and either a buyer or seller or another coworker, they can't open it on their computer, or someone doesn't have the most updated version of that document. I could go on. With Google Docs, you do not have this problem anymore. This is eliminated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an example. Now, in my team, when we have a new listing, we'll have one of our team members put it on the MLS. So for those of you who don't know what the MLS is, I'm sure you do because you're all agents, but it's a multiple listing service. That's where you put all your listings in so other agents can look at it. Now on our team, we have the checklist. So let's go see how this works. You'll click Document. You'll open it up. Now, let's say I'm going to start my checklist and I'm going to put questions in. So maybe my first question is going to be, what is the address of the listing? That's one of the first things you're going to have to know to put in the MLS. And, maybe my next question is going to be, are there any sale provisions? So we'll put those two questions in. Now, like I said beforehand, if you want to share this with another coworker, an assistant of yours maybe you're using, you go up to the files at the top, you click Share. You're able to enter in the names and email addresses that you want to share this with. So if it's just an assistant, you're just going to type your assistant's name. If it's multiple members, you can put multiple names in. You can even add a message. So if you want to say, please review and let me know what you think, and you'll click Share and Save. Now another way you can do this, and this is throughout all Google Docs, you can either share via email or you can send a link. So you can copy and paste that link, and that person is able to view it. This is great, a great tool for being able to use this anywhere. It's compatible on anything. Okay, guys? Another great tool, let's say I want to send this to my assistant and I want to send it to my team leader for review. I want my assistant to be able to edit it, but I don't want my team leader to be able to edit it. I just want him to view it. I can go in and I can say she gets to edit it, or she can just view it, or she can only add comments. So this allows you to be able to control what's going on with the documents that you make. It provides security. It provides, you're able to monitor and control what's going on with that document, who's able to make any revisions to it, which is a really great tool. You're not able to do that on any of the other Microsoft or any of the other Office programs out there. So we'll click Save Changes. This will share and save. Now it's going to send out to that assistant, that coworker. So the next great thing about this is you're able to work, like we said, collaboratively. So I send this off to my team member, and she says she's reviewing this, and she says, are there any sale provisions? Now on my team we pick colors. Everything is done by color. I'm green. My other team member is blue. So she's looking at this and she says, are there sale provisions? And maybe she says, I think we should add auction option, as we have used this in the past. Now you can see as my assistant is typing, it is showing up on my screen. This is amazing, you guys. This allows you to be able to see right on hand what's going on. It makes things get done quicker and more efficient. Now, if I'm in a different state, if I'm in a different office, I can go in and I can type, okay, I'll pick my color so she knows exactly who's talking, and we'll say, okay, let's add it. Now look, we're both working collaboratively. It's quick, it's easy, it's more convenient, it's more proficient, you guys. This is amazing. If you're not using this, you need to use it. Now, another great tool, you'll see at the top it says all changes saved in Drive. If you click this button, you're able to see the revision history. Greatest thing about this, you're able to track and monitor what your coworkers are doing. If it ever comes down, and unfortunately sometimes it does, to, hey, who made the mistake? Who did this? How did this happen? You're able to go into the revision history and see who, what day and time, when it was last revised. So it allows you to monitor and see what's going on with that coworker, what's going on with that lead or that checklist. So it's really great for you to monitor what is going on, you guys. You can't do that in Microsoft Works. This is free. This is great. Now, another thing that you can do is you can email that as an attachment. Let's just say for some reason somebody doesn't have Gmail and they absolutely don't want to get one. You can email it as an attachment. You can download it as a PDF and send it out as a PDF and print it if you'd like. You can print straight from here. So this allows you to do pretty much any option you need to, which is really, really, really great. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you guys is going to be Google Spreadsheet. So if you go back to the drive and you go create and you do spreadsheet, we're going to pull up one that we already have. Now, Google Spreadsheet is essentially the same as your Microsoft Excel. It's only better, of course, and just as in Excel, formulas can be created to perform calculations. So there's also an extensive list of built-in functions to use, just as if you were using Excel, okay? So let's go look at the Google Spreadsheet and how you can use it to make your time more efficient. Now, in our experience as our team, where we see the most success in using this spreadsheet as in Google are two ways. First way is to keep track of your inventory. You put your inventory in here, we use it that way. The best thing that we use this for, and if you can find a title company that will work with you in this, I highly suggest you do this. It's going to make things work way more efficient. So what we do is, you'll see at the top, it's going to be exactly like an Excel spreadsheet. Now we divide ours out by closings. So as you can see, you can add multiple tabs at the bottom, and we put all our closings at the bottom. So you're able to see it'll just switch. Okay. Now, what we do is we go in and we share this with our title company, so they have all the closings that's going on. We go in and put in all the necessary information with the title company. Now, I know I can almost guarantee you as a real estate agent that you have had a transaction, a closing with the title company, and there's been an issue. You don't know what's going on with the closing. You don't know if they have the funds yet. You don't know if there's a title issue. This is perfect for this, okay? You don't have to call back and forth. They're busy, you're busy, you can't get a hold of somebody. It's a nightmare. You don't want to do that anymore. You can go in, you'll put in all the information that they need for that closing. Now, let's say the title company says on this one lot, hey, there's a title issue and they need the death certificate. Now you can see that that's going to pop up right there as you're working on it. So you don't have to chase each other down. You can work collaboratively together in this comment box, and you can see exactly what's going on. Same as the bottom, we put notes. Don't know yet if the search is in. You don't have to call. You know right there. This is perfect, you guys. You don't have to chase people down anymore. That's eliminated. You know exactly what's going on. It makes your time more efficient, makes your work more proficient. If you can find a title company to do this, I suggest you do this because it will make your life so much easier. And on top of it, same thing. It's free. You would think I work for Google. It's awesome. So this is the Google spreadsheet. Now, the last one I'm going to show you guys is going to be Google Forms. So if you go back to the drive, now Google Forms, there's a few benefits of why you should use this. So A, it allows multiple points of entry. Multiple people can use it. There's no sign-in required at all. You don't have to have a Gmail account. 3, it's simply you can just provide the URL to the form or the link to form like a web page or a blog. Also, the answers are populated in a spreadsheet, and they can actually be translated into a chart if you need to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, and I'm going to show you guys what to do. You'll go to Create. You'll do Form. Now, maybe a little funny to you guys, but you can use the forms for many things. I know on our team, every morning someone's responsible to go get breakfast for each other. So instead of running around to each other's offices and finding out who wants what wants what, we use Google Forms. Now, there's plenty of other real estate things you can use this for. One may be a checklist for MLS property. One may be a checklist to make sure everything on the actual property is done for a listing. You can use this for an assistant to make sure they're doing their tasks. They'll check them off. So I'm going to show you step by step what you'll do. First thing you're going to do is pick a theme. So we'll use espresso. So it has to do with breakfast. Now, we'll go over here, and the first question we're going to do is, what would you like me to pick up for breakfast in the morning? Now, if you go here to question types, you're able to pick if you want the answer to be text only, multiple choice only, check boxes, whatever. You can pick. For this one, we'll do multiple choice. We only have a few places that we like to go, so we'll put in the answers here. And you can click to add another one. All right. Now you can add another question by simply just clicking Add an Item. And, the next question we'll do, which card do you want me to use? We'll leave it as text so the person can put in the correct information. Now, once you've done all the questions that you need, you'll click down here to send forms. Now, just like Google Docs, just like Google Spreadsheet, you're able to share this two ways. One, you can do via email. You can send it to one person. You can send it to multiple people. If you want to send it to 5 people on your team, you're going to type all their emails in. If you want to just use the link and send them the link, you don't want to share it, you can just copy and paste this URL link. Now, we're going to copy and paste it so I can show you guys what it looks like. And then you'll click Send. Now, if you go over here to up at the top, View Responses, it's going to automatically generate this response form for you. So you don't have to run around and find the answers to this form. It's all going to pop up. It will timestamp as soon as the person enters their information. It's going to directly enter in their responses. So you're going to have this all right in hand right in front of you. Okay, like I said, if you go up here to charts, you can insert chart. It will graph it out for you if it's something that requires a chart, which is really nice. Just like all the other docs I showed you, you come up here to the top, it's going to show you the revision history. So you can monitor, check, see who's answered what. Maybe they didn't put their name in. You're able to see who is who. It's a great tool, you guys. Really, really, really encourage you guys to use this. It's free. Microsoft isn't. You got to use this. It works. So if we go back now here, we'll do the summary on Google Docs. Number 1, document sharing. You can share easily. Number 2, monitoring and archiving. You're able to have that summary of all the transactions. You're able to monitor what and who is doing what. More efficient with your time. You can get things done quicker, easier. Give you more time to do more productive things. Ease of communication. This is so easy. It's a matter of a click of a button where you and a team member or coworker or buyer or seller can talk simultaneously and work on the same and review the same document. Variety of information to share. There's a variety of different things you can use. Everything that Microsoft Office has, Google Docs has, and it's better. And version control accessibility. Like I said, you're able to control who's editing what, who can view what, who can comment on which document. are great, great, great things, you guys. And import and export flexibility. Now, I didn't go over this, you guys, but you can, if you have document saved on your desktop and you want to insert it in your Google Doc and make it a Google Doc, with a click a button, you hit upload, and it will import and export any documents you wanted to go. If you want to import a document into Google Docs, or if you want to export a document into your desktop, you can do it with a click of a button. It's easy. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over Google Voice. Now this is a fantastic tool, and we all have cell phones, and we always have to call your phone to listen to your voicemail. With Google Voice, you do not have to do this anymore. I have 5 years of voicemail saved on my Google Voice. So let's go see how that works. As long as you have a Google account, and we'll go in, you'll go up to more, even more, and you'll click Google Voice. This is where your Google Voice will be at. So as long as you have a Google account, you can log into your Gmail account. Now the first time doing this, they're going to ask you what phone number you want to have. So you can pick and personalize what phone number you want to have, which is really nice. If you want to have a California number, if you want to have a Florida number, you're able to pick which area code you want, okay? Now, this is great. If you want to separate your personal phone from your business phone, but you don't want to have 100 phones, you can put it all on one phone, okay? So the greatest thing about Google Voice is you can either attach this to your cell phone like I just said. You can have it ring directly to this account, or you can attach it to 5 cell phones. So like on my team, we have one number and it's attached to all 5 team members. So on our team, we have this thing called first come, first serve, and it's for all buyer's leads. So anything that rings in is a buyer's lead, and it's attached to all 5 team members. Now this is a great tool to track what's going on with the lead or what your coworker does. Or if you're on vacation, you can have it ring to the computer and track all the voicemails, and they're all transcribed, which is great. So I know with my phone, I think I can have maybe like 35 voicemails at the most, and then I'm cut off. This way, I've kept up to, you can see I have 5 years of voicemails, you guys. This is great to stay compliant. It sucks, but sometimes there's issues with buyers or sellers or title companies. And it's all he said, she said on a regular phone. Okay, but here, you're able to track what's going on. So if something comes up 6 months from now, you have that summary of what happened. This is amazing. Okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to go in and show you. Now, as you can see here, you'll see your number here. You'll see all these calls come in. Now, the green ones mean that they're a new call. So these are all buyer's leads. So, you know, on our team, we'll go in and we'll call the first one, and we'll see what it says. Okay, great. That's a buyer's lead. She wants to see a house. So our first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to click add. Now on our team, we always type their name, so we'll type her name. And since there's 5 people all attached to this number, we put our initials in front of it so we know whose call it is. That way if they call in again, we'll leave it be for that other person. Now, you may see that this is not your area, and you don't want that call. So you're going to mark it unread so that other buyer's agent could go in and grab it. Now, if it's yours, you'll go in and you'll do create ad. Now, when you see that I did that, you'll see that all her contact information popped up wherever else she called or emailed me. So you'll go in and you'll click her name. Now, we speak to her on the phone. Our first step on our team is always to type in notes. So that way maybe she's a dead lead. Maybe in 6 months she comes back. We can see what's going on with her. We can see the notes in here. Like I said, this is attached to 5 cell phones. So this is my lead now. If you click here, edit, you're able to pick and choose when that person calls in, what number it rings to. So if I only want it to ring to me, I will only click my name. Another great thing is you can have certain voicemail greetings for that. So if you want to change this to, the standard greeting, maybe it's for a buyer, so you just have a buyer's greeting, you can do that. You're able to pick and choose what greeting they have. You guys, you can't do this on your cell phone. This is amazing technology to make you more proficient, to make you look like a real professional in what you're doing, and it makes your life easier. Okay? Now, if you go back to your inbox, it's going to pull all of them up. We'll see that she called again, so let's see what she wants. Okay, so great. She said that she wanted to talk to us, but she's in a meeting, so she needs us to text her. Perfect. There's a text button right down here. All you have to do is click the text. You text the person. I have a showing. I can meet at showing. I can meet to show you at 3. You click send. It's going to send. Now this is just like a cell phone. The text will go right to the agent just like that. Now if you go over here to text, you're able to see all the sent and the incoming text from that person. So it's just like a cell phone, but it can archive and track more than your regular cell phone can. Okay, and it's all transcripted for you. It's really nice. Now we'll go back and see. It looks like she called one more time. We'll see what she has to say. Okay, it seems like she has been calling. She said no one has answered her. Now this is a problem sometimes that comes up. This is a great way to track the lead to see what's going on. If your coworker didn't answer it, if they need help, you can go back and see. It looks like within the past 2 days she's called 6 times, so she is right. Someone needs to call her. This is perfect to monitor what's going on with that lead, you guys. It's right there. It's free. It helps you. It's great. So you're able to use the Google Voice on this. Now we'll go in and do a summary on Google Voice. Number 1, monitoring and archiving voicemails and texts. I know, and I'm licensed in the state of Florida, they require you to have all communication, okay? This allows you to monitor and archive that communication. That way if something ever comes up, it's right there for you. It's perfect for being compliant. Central data location. Texts, voicemails, calls, they're all in one spot. You don't have to go looking for them or calling a bunch of places. It's all central. Cheap international calls. I didn't talk about this, but I will now. If you have a lot of international calls, I know Skype and your cell phone can be expensive. This is a lot. Google offers a lot cheaper for international calls, which is great. And the last thing, it integrates with your Gmail account. You already have a Gmail account. Those notifications will get sent to you as an email if somebody calls in. I know if I'm out to dinner, I get a call, it will shoot me an email notification, a text, and it'll show up on my voicemail. That way if I don't check it the next day, I can go in and see it. It's great. Now the next thing we're going to talk about is going to be QR code. Okay, guys? And QR code stands for Quick Response Code. Now if you don't use QR code, the main reason you want to do is to drive traffic to your website. This is going to be the more efficient way to do so. I know with my team, if we put up a for sale sign on a listing, it will not go up without a QR code, okay? And the best part about this is you can make it in 30 seconds. It takes you 30 seconds out of your day, okay? So let me show you how to do that. So if you go to Google and you just type in simply QR code generator and you pick it out. Now, there's many options you can do this for. For us, we always do our real estate website. If you don't want to do your website, you can do a phone number. So I'll just show you. You'll go to your website, your phone number, or whatever. Maybe it's a listing slideshow. You'll go up to the top. You'll copy, and then you're going to paste the URL into the generator. You're going to just click one button, create QR code. You're going to copy that image. That literally took me maybe 30 seconds at the most. Okay? Now there's multiple things you can do this for. You can slap it on a listing sign. I know us as well. If you go to compose, to your signature, you paste it, You can resize it if you want. If I send this out to clients, colleagues, whatever it may be, now if you take your phone right now, you guys, you scan this, it's going to go to my website. So if you put that in your email signature, all it's going to do is drive more people to that site, drive more people to your listing. It's all about driving traffic somewhere. And they're most likely going to do it if they see that QR code. I know I always do. Now another thing, if you don't want to do your website, you want to do a phone number, all you do is type in your phone number. Create QR code. Now, same thing, you copy it. You guys don't believe me, you can scan it right now. When someone scans it, it's going to pull up my phone number. So all it's doing is free promotion, driving traffic to your website or to you. And it's free. It's free, you guys. You don't have to pay for this. So we'll go ahead and do the summary on QR code. Number one, like I said, get free promotion. It's absolutely free. Boost website traffic. Drive those people to your website. Drive them to your phone number, to your listing presentation. And three, it's user-friendly. It can be done within 30 seconds. Okay, it's compatible with everything. Okay, now I really encourage you guys, if you're using anything but Google Docs, to switch. I know since I've done that, it's made my life more proficient in my work. It's made me be able to be more productive in other things because the time is cut down. So, you know, I really hope you guys take that into consideration. Now we're going to move on and do the questions portion. So, you know, if anybody has any questions, we're going to do questions right now. And before we do questions, I'm going to show you guys, if you guys have any questions after this, you want a review on anything, all you have to do is contact me. This is my phone number, 941-677-2544. My email is joinus@ajicorporate.com. So we're going to go in and do questions right now. If you have questions, all you have